friends. Hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. So if I look familiar, if you watched Friday's video, this is gonna be Monday's video, but if you watch Friday's video, I look the same. Filming them on the same day. I'm actually going to Montreal this weekend with my mom to go see the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend live tour for her birthday. So I'm pre-filming because I'm gonna be in Canada. But today I wanted to sit down with you guys and share with you my slays and nays. Okay, I haven't done a slays and nays in like a while, and I love sitting down and just sharing with you guys like what I've been loving, what I've been not loving, what is just okay, just kind of what's been going on in my little makeup department. So today that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sitting down and talking to you guys about all of the things I've been loving and all of the things that I've not been loving. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is actually a hair product. So this is the R&B hair moisturizer from Lush. This is a little pricey. This little tiny thing was, the smaller version was $27. So that is quite a bit. However, you need like next to nothing of this product. I've been using this for a few weeks now, and I am like barely going through it. Like I could use this for probably like 4 to 5 months. For 30 bucks, I feel like that's not too bad. For a while, I was using hair oils. And once I figured, I talked about this in products I had to work for video, I was using a particular hair oil, and once I figured out how to make it work for me, really enjoyed it. I thought it made my hair definitely look a lot less frizzy. However, my hair is very long. This is like the longest my hair has ever been in my whole life. It's like just past my boobs. I love it. I also though have not been like, I cut my hair, but I do like the bare minimum. Like when I go into the hairdresser, I'm like, take off as little as possible, which I know all you guys are gonna be like, if you cut it, it grows faster. I don't believe that. So I don't cut my hair very often, and when I do, I ask them to take off as little as possible, and my hairdresser indulges me. So sometimes my hair can get a little, because it's dead, it can get a little like fried feeling, or even like in the top part here, my hair can just feel kind of dry, which is weird because if I put too much in my hair, then it's way too oily. It's like a never winning game. However, this is amazing. This does what the oil does and makes me not as frizzy with my hair, but it also makes my hair the literal softest it has ever been. It makes my hair so incredibly soft and luxurious feeling. I don't know if it actually looks to like an outsider, if it looks any different than the oil did, but it feels very different. My mom told me about it because she was like, Hannah, she was like, I put it on, eat the absolute smallest amount, it's so good. And I was like, fine. So I went and bought it because I trust my mom with everything, and she wasn't steering me wrong. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It's like a must-have now for every single time I get out of the shower, and it also smells really good. It smells like rich shampoo. I don't know what else to say. Oh my god, I love it. I love the smell. This stuff is so cool. I also learned from a Lush employee while I was there that you can, if you have like 4 of these containers and you take them in to recycle them, you get a free mask, which I thought was kind of cool. So if I like save these and then recycle them, I can get a free product, and I thought that was really neat. Okay, next. This is a skincare thing. So I have to talk about this because in my skincare video, I talked about how I was using the Origins Salicylic Acid acne treatment, which was pricey. It was $18, and it was a small, tiny bottle. I have found that the Clean and Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment is literally the same thing. I don't know if ingredients-wise it's the same thing, but it does the same exact thing for my cystic acne that the Origins does. I realized with cystic acne, because I get pretty bad cystic acne in my chin specifically, that's like always where I get it. I always have breakouts in here. I found that I think that's how you pronounce it, salicylic acid is like the best thing for that. And so while I did like the Origins one and it worked, this is like $6, significantly bigger and a lot more product, lasts a lot longer, and it works just the same. So I wanted to throw this out there as a dupe for that Origins one I recommended, because I think this is what I'm gonna go with from now on, because like I don't like having to rebuy things that much. That Origins thing lasted me like a month. Like that's not that long for $18. It's so tiny, and it's an acne treatment, so it should last longer because you're only using bits where the acne actually is. When I did my blush ranking video, a lot of you guys guys said that I should try the Clinique cheek pops. And so I looked online and I loved the price because they were just over 20 bucks, which I thought was a really good deal. I was looking to splurge a little. So I picked up the Clinique cheek pop in Melon Pop. This is an 08 Melon Pop. First of all, the little flower is so stinking happy and cute. Can you see that? A little flower embossing. So stinking happy, so stinking cute. I love it. I love how concise and small the packaging is. It's really, really cute. This is just an adorable product. Like, I think it's just a really adorable, cute little product. And honestly, I love the formula. It's this really beautiful, bright pink, perfect for like spring and summertime, which is what it is right now. I've actually used this quite a few times since I got it, and I've been loving this. So thank you guys for the recommendation, and I would highly recommend this formula. It is very long lasting, pigmented without being like the too pigmented kind of blush where you put it on, you're like it's buildable pigmented, which is the kind of blush that I like. And it also just has a really, I don't know, I liked these. I feel like nobody has ever really talked about these cheek pops. This is a sunburn. But yeah, I feel like nobody has ever really talked about these cheek pops, and they're actually fantastic. Such a good formula, such a cute color. They had a great color selection. I would definitely consider getting more of these. This is really cute. And the price is not crazy expensive, which I appreciate. Okay, next, I did receive this. Some of this stuff is from Octoly. I think I got a few things in here from Octoly. This is something from Octoly that I loved. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Long Wear Foundation and Concealer. This stuff is so good. Pure came out with this foundation. This is the 100 shade foundation. I'm not really sure what's going on with this because I could have sworn they said they discontinued it, but I found it online, so I know they didn't discontinue it, but I'm just confused. But anyway, this stuff is amazing. I use the dofa just because I think it's easier to apply things with a dofa. I don't know, I'm weird, but there is also a pump if you don't like dofas. This is an amazing foundation. This is so good. Robbie DeChristie was like raving about this, and I was like, I don't know, because I don't like love dewy foundations. You can make it more matte, or you can make it more dewy depending on what you do. It goes on beautifully. Like, it looks absolutely stunning on the skin. It goes on beautifully, and it just sits really nicely all day. I definitely agree when they say it's like a long wearing foundation because it wears so well. It doesn't get super cakey. It doesn't get super crazy. Like, it just, you put it on and it looks good for the rest of the day. Besides the normal places I get breakup, which is like around my nose. Other than that, it looks amazing. It's a really solid foundation, and it's also, I like it because you can definitely make it like full coverage, but you could also make it light coverage very easily, like light to medium, which I think is really cool. It's a versatile foundation. Again, the only thing that's kind of a downer, there really isn't a lot of product. I feel like I'm working through it really fast. It claims to be 1 fluid ounce. I don't know if that's the tea, because I feel like I'm working through it really fast. I feel like I'm already doing that thing where I'm like scraping, and I've only used it like 4 or 5 times. So I don't know what the tea is there, but I do think this is a really cute and fun foundation, and I really like it. I think if they're still selling it, buy it, because I really enjoy it. This next thing is also from Octoly, but I've talked about these before, but they sent me another one because I was like, please. The Clarins lip oils. This has to be probably one of my favorite things that I found this year in 2019 is the Clarins lip oils. This is in the shade Blackberry, so it is a little bit of a darker purple shade. The other shade I have is like a bright orange color. It's in my purse right now because I always keep it with me. This has become my favorite lip product. Like, literally, I'm trying to think of another lip product I love. I love the birthdaybalm.com from Glossier, and I also love the Fenty Gloss, but this is my favorite. Like, the Clarins lip oils, if you have smaller lips, this is so, I don't know what it is about the formula that makes it so good, but it makes my small lips, this is probably gonna look weird because it's purple, but sometimes with gloss and small lips, it can make your lips look kind of weird because it's like too glossy or not glossy enough, or like whatever if you have smaller lips. These make my lips look so cute. As somebody with small lips, I constantly struggle to find like the right types of glosses, and these just make my lips look perfect. I love the gloss that it gives me. It gives me like a tad bit of a plumping effect without having that like mentholy or burning feeling. It still makes my lips look a little bit plumper. I love that it is a more sheen color application, so this is not like an opaque purple color. It's just got like a light tinge of purple to it. Same thing with the bright orange one. It's just got a tint of orange to it without being too opaque. I think these are perfect. I love them. I'm literally going to buy all of them. I am not a completionist by any means when it comes to makeup, but I want to buy all of these. Like, this is probably my favorite thing I've ever gotten from Octoly. I could not praise these more if I were trying. Like, these are amazing. The next thing I want to talk about is a palette from Sun Queen Cosmetics. I did do a tutorial Tuesday on this palette, and this is their Citrus Garden palette. Looks like this. I've actually just been loving this palette, and I wanted to give it another shout out. I did the tutorial Tuesday and talked about how much I loved it, but I felt like the Milkshake palette from Bombshell kind of overpowered this palette because of the colors I used. I've done a green and yellow look with this, along with a more like yellowy, corally, whatever. I've done kind of all of it. This palette is fantastic. Like, I would 10 out of 10 recommend checking out Sun Queen Cosmetics website. They did send this to me in PR, but it was in exchange for an honest review. So this is my honest review. I think it's fantastic. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about them, and I know they're an indie brand. I know they are sold on Etsy, so they're definitely like small, but I think the formula on this is just fantastic. I think if they like upped their packaging a little bit, because the packaging is definitely a little boring. It doesn't even have the name. It's just like the name of the brand. I think if they upped their packaging a little bit, the formula is there. And I think the color story is super unique, super different. The shimmers and the mattes are fantastic. Overall, this has been a really solid palette, and I've been using it quite a bit, and I've really liked it. And then we're on to the nays. The first thing I'm talking about, there's two things in here from Octoly too. So this is from Tony Moly from Octoly. It's a pig. No, it's a pig, but it's like a golden pig. It's a face mask. So you open up the little piggy, and there's a face mask inside, and it's gold. And there is a little thing for like the applicator, but I find the packaging to be kind of weird. It's this gold goo. I just didn't like this. I couldn't really tell, because it's like a golden color, I couldn't particularly tell where it was. It became very like transparent on my face, so I couldn't really tell where it was. It didn't dry down, or it felt like seep into my face at all. Kind of felt like it didn't do anything, to be perfectly honest. I just wasn't a huge fan of this. I do think the little piggy packaging is very cute and like on brand or whatever, but I used this mask a couple of times, and I just didn't get anything from it. Like, I have the Lush Cup of Coffee mask that I've been loving. That's been like my go-to. And I also have one from, it's called Cocoa Clean. Those have been my two favorite masks lately, and those have been working really, really well for me. And I actually put those on and feel like they do something. This I put on and I felt like it did nothing. However, I think it's cute to put on my desk. It's like me. Okay, the other thing I'll just talk about, I got from Tony Moly. So I did get one of their, they sent me through Octoly one of their like sets. I'll put a picture right here. It came with 2 face masks and then all of this stuff. This is only in the nays because I feel like it's not worth it when you get the entire products. So I love Tony Moly face masks. I've always loved them. I knew I loved them. I've tried them before. They're some of the sheet masks. They're some of my favorite sheet masks. They have all, the packaging is really cute. They have all different types of like scents, and there's like lavender, wheat, I don't know, like all of these cool scents. The one I got were the rose ones because they sent me the rose bundle, and they were amazing. I already used them. They're in the trash. There were 2 of them. I love them. I love sheet masks, and I love the Tony Moly sheet mask. So those I would recommend out of this set. The other thing I would recommend is the hand cream. This is the I'm Rose hand cream. I've actually tried the banana hand cream from Tony Moly before and have liked it a lot. So this is another product I kind of figured I would like. This hand cream is the perfect size to put in your car, which if you saw my what's in my bag video, I constantly need to be moisturized. So this size is perfect for me, and the actual quality of the lotion is very nice. It's very hydrating. It's exactly what I would want in a hand cream. It's great for when you first like wash your hands after you use the bathroom, because it makes your hands so moisturized, which is when my hands feel the driest and like I'm gonna die. Anyway, not to be dramatic, but other products, however, in this little gift box thing, I wasn't really a fan of. The first thing you get is this Panda's Dream Rose Oil Moisture Stick. It is a little panda. Pandas are my favorite animal. They almost got me with this one, but they didn't. I just couldn't really figure out the purpose of this. I think it was supposed to be kind of like how Milk Makeup has their like little stick things. I think this was supposed to be somewhat of a like moisturizing stick. So if you were like, you know, you needed moisturization in like your T-zone, for example, because it got really dry, or like places your face got dry, I think this was something you could put on before your makeup. I just did, again, it's same thing with like the little pig thing. I put this on, and I just didn't feel any sort of difference. I didn't particularly see a point. That's kind of where we were at. The other thing I was sent was the Panda's Dream Rose Hydraulic Face Cream. This I didn't like because I think it broke me out. So I didn't do anything new except use this cream. It is sort of like a gel like cream. You can kind of see. It's heavily scented, like heavily scented like roses, which again, it's called the rose cream, so whatever. I don't particularly mind gel creams, but I switched this out and used this for a couple days just to see like what it would do. and I started breaking out pretty bad, and more than just in my, this is the area I normally break out and the rest of my face is usually fine. I started just completely breaking out all over my face, and I'm pretty sure this was the culprit, because once I stopped using this, I stopped breaking out. So I think because if you have sensitive skin at all to like scents, which skincare really isn't supposed to have scents in it anymore, I guess, allegedly from what I've seen. So if you're really sensitive to scents, I don't think this would be a good one for you. And then this Peach Punch Sweet Foam Cleanser, I didn't understand why it was in the bundle number 1, because it was, the whole thing is like roses, and then they send you this peach thing, which is like a little cleanser. And this was like, okay. It's really like foaming and nice, but again, I didn't feel like it was anything. I wouldn't like encourage you to run out and go buy this. It wasn't hyper moisturizing. I didn't feel super like cleansed after I used it. It smells really like peaches, like a lot. Which again, I think I'm just not good with skincare stuff that has super strong scents. Most of my stuff doesn't have that. So I think the scented stuff kind of threw me off, but I do think their face masks, they are amazing. They're like sheet ones, and the hand cream, amazing. This is petty, but this is one thing I got this month that I so regret getting. So everybody a few months ago was talking about these like Jade Rollers and how you use them. I'm gonna screw up my makeup, but I'm done filming after this, so I don't care. These Jade Rollers you can like use to like help your skincare. Like it like depuffs your face. These was like $20. $20 for this freaking Jade Roller. And does it feel really luxurious? Absolutely. Like, do I feel like a queen when I do this? Of course. Does it actually do anything for me? No, it does nothing. I don't understand why everyone was saying this was like a necessity in your skincare routine, because it definitely doesn't. Like, I don't understand why anybody would benefit from this positively, rubbing this on their skin at night. I don't get it. I just had to throw this in there because I feel like people are scamming you. There are no positives to this, in my opinion. Okay, the next nay is the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. I hated this, and I feel kind of bad because I love ColourPop because I think they're a very affordable option for a lot of people. They provide really good makeup normally. This was not good. I got it in the shade Translucent, so it's just their light shade. It just, especially because, and this is maybe not even the fault of the powder, because if you have normal under eyes, you probably wouldn't have an issue with this. I have very problematic under eyes. They're very crinkly, they crease really, really easily, and they also, if you put on the wrong type of powder, they just look dry and cakey. Like it'll just sit on top of my face and not absorb into my foundation and look awful. This was one of those powders that if you have problematic under eyes, I don't think this would ever work for you. It just kind of sat on top of my skin and looked really powdery and gross instead of absorbing into my skin and absorbing into where I have my creases and my texture. This was not a good powder. I don't really know what else to say about it, but it was like, it wasn't good. I did not like it. I do think the price is right, but I thought the powder itself was just very drying, very weird, not a great formula, and I was not a fan. I also think this is petty too, but I also think it's different. When I do my like thing, I use my sponge, and because this thing is so small, using my big sponge to like tap in here, it was hard to do it without getting powder everywhere. So that's a little petty thing, but also like I wish that the rim of the powder had actually been a little bit bigger, so it would have been easier to use. Does that make sense? Finally, I am devastated to put this in the nays. And I honestly think it would classify as like a just okay. Here's the problem. So this is the Stila Happy Hour palette. I did do a tutorial Tuesday on this, and it was sad because I love the shimmers in this palette. I adore the shimmers. The shimmers are next level. They're so beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, iconic, groundbreaking, stunning. Like, I love these glitters. However, the mattes are trash. The mattes are not good. The black is very patchy. These two barely even show up on your eye as being a discernible color, and this purple is pretty, but it's not enough. So in my opinion, this palette is $52, which is a lot of money. That's a lot of money to spend on a palette that doesn't actually, like, a quarter of it really doesn't work. And so unfortunately, I don't think I can recommend this. However, this is a palette that if I think it ever goes on like a weekly wow, or if it's in like 21 Days of Beauty, or if it goes on sale, or if you have a coupon and you don't mind using other palettes with it, I do think the shimmers would make the palette worth like $30. I just don't think the $52 price tag fits this palette for what you get. You just don't get enough good things. But these shimmers, if you love purple shimmers and you are willing to spend $30 on purple shimmers, sweetie, wait until this goes on sale. It will inevitably get marked down because nobody's talking about it. Like, just wait. Ow. it just hurt me. It just closed on my thumb. It was mad at me. Just wait until it gets marked down and then go buy it. You should not buy this palette at full price. It is absolutely not worth the price. I think that's everything from me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're watching me. Thank you so much for being here. My merch, my social media, and everything I am wearing on my face will be linked down below. And yeah, let me know what your summer slays and nays have been so far. What have you guys been loving? What have you been hating? What do I have to try? What do I have to throw away? Let me know down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!